Hello everyone, I'm back at the mill because it's a nice kind of, I say quiet, apart from the river noise obviously, it is quite a nice quiet spot on the edge of my town. And even though over the years I've taken some decent images of the mill, which I'll put up now, you're always kind of a little bit limited by the angle which you can kind of achieve, because the bank pretty much ends here and you've still got a lot of kind of foliage on the right hand side which can kind of obscure your image. So I was trying to think of ways, short of kind of jumping in the river with some waders on, to how I could possibly improve the compositions that I've taken in the past. What I thought of doing is, notwithstanding I haven't had the best track record of cameras staying on my tripods before, but I thought I'd put my cheap Ricoh GRD on the tripod and then feed that out over the river with the self timer on to try and see what I can do with it. So let's have a go. I don't know whether you can see, but I've managed to kind of angle the camera on the end of the tripod. So when I'm pushing it out over the river, I can just about see the back of the screen to help me kind of compose the scene. I think I'm probably a bit too close here, so I might try moving back a little bit. Yeah, I think that might actually work a bit better actually from here. Yeah, that was looking really good, that one. Keeping the perspective right is the challenging bit. Nope, not wide enough. This must look really stupid. Oh. Right, I've tried to film this segment about 4 times now, and basically due to a combination of the Osmo Pocket not being very good at low light and me accidentally somehow setting it to single autofocus rather than continual autofocus, the footage that I've recorded in the previous kind of few times down here has just not been kind of usable. So I've come back today, I've made sure that I'm kind of tracked on the Osmo, so this will be the final segment for this video, where at the start of it you saw me trying to use the Ricoh on the end of a tripod to get a better angle at the kind of the mill behind me, and that worked really well, apart from the fact that the weather was really disappointing in that it was grey and overcast, and the Ricoh really kind of struggled to get any kind of detail in the sky. And secondly, the 28mm of that Ricoh I found just to be a little bit too tight for the kind of the composition that I was thinking about. And a third thing as well, when I actually filmed that part of the video, there was a fly-tipped kind of unit dumped into the river here, which has now been gone. So I've come back today to basically try again. This time I've brought along my Fujifilm X-E1 and its 15-45 lens. This will give me a kind of a focal length of about 23 to 24mm, so it should give me that wide angle shot that I'm kind of looking for here today. So here is the 15-55 attached to my X-E1 that I talked about earlier. So what I'll do is I've attached obviously my tripod mount to this, and when I attach it to the tripod, which the Osmo is currently on, I just need to triple check that when I'm hanging it over the edge of the bank here, that it's not going to just suddenly plonk into the river, as I've had a past incident with a tripod and the camera with my Olympus Pen F, where the Pen F wasn't secured properly to the tripod, and when I was moving it around it fell off and smashed onto the pavement. So fingers crossed something like that doesn't happen here. In the previous times I've been here it hasn't happened, and it's a very difficult balancing act to get the camera down low enough near to the river to get that kind of shot that I'm looking for, because in the Ricoh shot I just kind of went out horizontal to the kind of position that I was standing on, whereas in previous videos I've tried to kind of dangle the tripod at a kind of a more acute angle closer to the river, because I found that that kind of composition with a bit more of the kind of the busy river leading up to the old mill gives a really kind of dramatic shot. Also what I found as well, which I talked about, is now you can see the lights coming down through these kind of branches and creating these kind of interesting patterns on the side of the mill, and I kind of want to capture that in my shot here today. So I've obviously taken quite a few shots here at the mill so far, trying this kind of technique with my tripod. So what I'll do is I'll just kind of put up a little bit more b-roll now of my attempts here today, and then I'll finish with kind of a montage of the best shots from all my visits that I've kind of managed to capture here. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Definitely going to think about using this kind of technique in my photography in the future. As always, thanks for watching. Bye for now.